Well, I hope your weekend is going incredibly well. Something that I wanted to share with you that I've been ruminating on, I've been thinking on for several weeks now, especially taking into consideration Amanda and I's daily schedule. Our lives are very busy, very good. The busyness is a result of really us being very fortunate, being very blessed. Perfect example, we have three beautiful daughters, but as those of you with children know, having three kids also takes a lot of energy. Same thing with our businesses. We have absolutely wonderful, wonderful people, but the day-to-day management of those businesses takes energy, it takes resources. You know the same thing in your life, whether it's relationships, whether it's work, whatever it is, it takes energy to live. And so it reminded me of this age-old verse that I remember actually memorizing as a kid, but I didn't really appreciate how deep the wisdom is in this, and that is the verse that says, "Let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we will reap if we do not faint." So here's the thing, is that I always understood that as, okay, just got to keep going on, and you're going to reap a harvest if you just keep going on. But I realize there's a more profound wisdom than that in this verse, and that is that it's not a question of whether what you're investing in is going to give you a return on its investment. That's just life. If you're feeding and investing into good, eventually good will come back as a return. Same thing with evil or bad. That which you invest in will come back to you eventually. The underlying wisdom in this is questioning, have you managed your resources properly while you get from point A, doing good, to point B, reaping a return on your investment. That's how you can see so many people who will get burned out doing good. It's because, and I have been in that situation as well, of where I miscalculated or failed to calculate at all the energy and resources required for me to get from point A to point B. Whether that's a commitment at for a social organization, or it's a volunteering position, or it's more responsibility in your workplace, or it's a new friendship, whatever it is, the question that we need to ask ourselves, have we been wise in budgeting our resources, which are finite? Our resources are energy, both physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, as well as, of course, financially and relationally. So I thought that's been something I've really been challenging myself on. How have I been budgeting my energy? Because if I have budgeted correctly, it's the same thing in business. If you don't budget properly and you run out of cash, you run out of operating capital, a farmer can go and put $1 million into the ground, but he'll never be able to reap the reward of it if he didn't budget enough money for fertilizer, enough cash for fuel to go out in the tractor and irrigate the crop, or do whatever it needs to be done. To get from point A to point B, we really need to make sure that we really need to make sure that we budget our resources wisely, because we will see a return on our investment. That's not the question. The question is, have we budgeted wisely and properly? Anyways, have a great weekend. Just wanted to share that with you.